just advice about the clothing. Buy stuff that will last a long time, that will last a lot of washes and still look nice, but it's light. You'll definitely need you'll need a jacket because it does get cold in the winter. Even though it doesn't snow, it gets cold and humid. But I personally, everyone told me to buy their orthopedic shoes and with a really thick sole and a really thick heel, and everyone loves them. And I bought them, but I didn't love them. They said they gave me great support and stuff, but in Peru it was just hard because there's a lot of uneven roads, so you have this big clunky hill, and it's it doesn't work that well. What worked best for me was flat shoes, and then shoe inserts, sole inserts that would give me the support I needed. And so I would say find that. That would be good. Get skirts that you're comfortable in. I would say that pencil skirts, especially in Peru, are probably not the best idea. Yeah, for various reasons. I would say go for more of an easy to walk and move quickly in skirt.
I had no idea what cold humidity was like. And maybe because I'm just from dead center Utah and it's really dry here. But when it's humid and it's cold, even though, when I looked up the weather, it said that it was only going to be, their winters are maybe 60, maybe 50s at the very coldest in Fahrenheit, and then their hottest is 80s or 90s, and I thought, wow, this is perfect weather. This is not going to be too cold or too hot, and so I planned for that. But when it gets 50 or 60 degrees and it's 100% humidity, because it is literally 100% humidity, it is cold. It is very cold. It's you feel like you're just swimming in cold water, in a cold swimming pool all day. It's the weirdest feeling. I don't know how to describe it.Maybe other sisters or brothers know what that feels like because they're from humid places, but I am not. And so I didn't understand that. And so I found that I actually wore Under Armour underneath my jackets or underneath my blouses. And I'd actually wear big, thick panty leggings. Not leggings, but just that they cover your feet too. So I guess they're nylons, but they're really thick. They're basically pants, and I'd wear that underneath my skirts. Because if you have something that's tight on your skin, then it helps it. Because if you just have a big coat over it, like Utah, you just don't warm up. I don't know how to express the feeling. It's really weird. But if you have something that's tight on your skin and then you have a couple layers on, then that keeps you really warm. Also, to bring blankets, because I didn't bring enough blankets because most of the places where you'll be living in, it is third world rooms or third world living, and so you don't have air conditioning or heaters anywhere except for the temple. And so that's the only place that you get to have that luxury. So in the night times it gets really cold and you can't leave the heater running all night because it's really dangerous, the little space heater. It's just dangerous to keep it on all night. And so anyways, I just suggest to bring, just don't be tricked by the numbers of 60 to 80. Bring good clothing for cold weather. And then during the summer, it does get really hot. And so if you just have a t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, but a nice blouse that you can wear and you don't have to wear an undershirt with it or something like that, you can just have that blouse on. I'd highly suggest that, because the less layers, the better, because it just gets really, really hot. And to have have some skirts that are long and some of them that are just at the cover your knee length, how the mission suggests it, because it gets hot. It's pretty hot during the summer. So, but it's great. It's totally worth it.
When I first began my mission, there were only 8 sisters in the entire mission. And when I left, there were more than 30. And it keeps growing. They keep on receiving new sisters. And I think the first thing is, don't be afraid when you get your mission call, when you realize that you're going to be serving in the jungle. It's terrifying. I felt that way. I had a 2-hour warning that I was going to be flying to the jungle, and it was terrifying. But once you get there, you adjust, and you have to trust that you're going to adjust and that the Lord is going to help you. Another thing is just be obedient. I didn't understand some of the rules. I hated sleeping with a mosquito net every night. I hated having to put on mosquito repellent before I left every day. It was hard for me. I always wanted to stay out as late as I could proselyting. I didn't want to be home right at 9, but doing those things helps you be safe. I was very sick several times on my mission. I had typhoid fever, I had a concussion, I had parasites twice. I actually fell in a sewer and hurt my leg. I was in a knee brace for the last 6 months of my mission. And I just remember that it was so much easier to deal with than I thought it would be. Like, I thought I would just feel tortured with the things I would face, but as I faced them, and as I faced things that were harder than I thought I would face, I just learned that the Lord makes us strong enough. So that would be one of the first things to tell sisters, that if you're being called to the Peru Iquitos mission, it's because the Lord trusts you and He knows how strong you are. On the lighter side, when it comes to buying clothes, buy simple clothes. Be prepared to basically pull your hair back in a ponytail every day. At the beginning of my mission, I tried to straighten my hair, and I have normally straight hair, but with the humidity, it wouldn't stay that way long. I tried to wear makeup, and that would last for like 5 minutes by the time you walk in there. So take things in stride. Realize that you're not there to be a fashion model. You want to look like a representative of Jesus Christ, but you're not going to look your best in your entire life. Make sure you have clothes that are comfortable. I would get shoes that are easy to walk in because you will walk a lot. Just kind of like cottony type fabrics are really good. Just everything light. Don't pack everything in the whole world that you think you'll need. I was surprised at how easily I was able to get a lot of things. It is the jungle, but it is civilized. There are stores where you can get all of the toiletries and things that you need. And just as you prepare for your mission, just try to focus on being spiritually prepared, and the rest will come. Don't worry about all of the little things and how you're going to survive the jungle. Just focus on what you can do.